So good afternoon everyone again. So nice to meet you here with me today. I'm LangDy, teacher of CIA school in Posa province. Okay, so today you're gonna learn a new thing. That is, you can see our aim today, that how to speak English fast and understand. Okay, so many kinds of words, many kinds of verb and phrase you have learned from your teacher, and there is just add more a little bit for you to improve your speaking. You may wonder that why the native speaker they can speak so fast and very clear and understandable. Okay, so it has just a way. It has a way to speak. It has a way to form a sentence, and also it has a way to pronounce it. All right. So for native speaker, why they speak so fast and understandable? Because they come up with all the sentence they have learned and they have created, and then they form it as one sentence. It's not separated, just in one line, and then they start speaking with that their potential, or with that their talent. So this is the what we call a native speaker, common use in speaking. So you can learn as well when you pronounce it or when you practice it every day. Your English speaking will be influent, and then you can improve it very, very interesting, very, very powerful one. All right, so let's see the sentence here on the board today. Okay, for all together. So for our learning at school or our learning course of English, we can see the sentence like this, and then we read it one by one as a normal sentence, and also it is a formal sentence as well. When you're speaking, you speak it slowly because you want your partner or the native speaker understand you, but they have already understand. Okay, so here that in the way of pronounce it, that is, you will pronounce it just what do you do, what do you do. That is a slow, and then the people around you can hear you and then understand you clearly, but it just takes time. And the native speaker may recognize you that you are just start up your learning. But when you connected all the words just in one sentence as a line, and then the native speaker may think another way of your speaking or your making conversation with your partner. Okay, so examples again, you may read what do you do, what do you do, what do you do. There is a formal one that we can learn from a lesson. But in the American they say what do you do, what do you do. That we connected letter T and D together, what do you do. That is fast, and the native speaker understandingly. Okay, when you start speaking with that, okay, what do you do, what do you do. That is fast, faster than you read what do you do, what do you do, what do you do. See that? So you can compare one by one. Just listen carefully. What do you do and what do you do? So which one is faster than which one? Okay, so what do you do? Yeah, so now move to another sentence. That is, we have going to. Okay, in that sentence, we may say that what are you going to do, or what are you going to go somewhere. Okay, like here we can press with another phrase you want. All right, what are you going to do, what are you going to buy, and what are you going to going somewhere. What are you going to go somewhere with your friend or with your parent next summer? So in that American side, that's what we call the slang, a language of the American use in daily life. They use it just a normal, but when they write it, it's just not a kind of a formal, okay, informal one, but they write it in a formal one. So when you start say, what are you going to, the Americans say, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? So I mean that going to be replaced by gonna, So you got to see this letter. I will write above on a red color. Okay, going to, it means that here, gonna. Okay, gonna. What are you? Okay, what are you gonna? Example like here we replace that word do. Okay, what are you going to do? And then you can say, what are you gonna do? That is fast and understandable. All right. So what are you gonna do for next week? What are you gonna do for next week? What are you gonna do for next month? And what are you gonna do with your friend? That is make you read it faster, pronounce it faster, and then your partner or your friends can understand it. Gonna, I mean not going to. Okay, what are you going to do? We can replace by another way. What are you gonna do? That is faster. And then you speak, or when you start make conversation with this language, like a native speaker, the people may thought that you are just learn a lot in English, and then you know the way how to pronounce it, and then you know the way how to use the language as well. Okay, so I stress it again. Okay, what are you going to do? So you can pronounce it another way. What are you gonna do? So what are you gonna do? All right, so this is the American people use every day. So you can start like this. Okay, what are you gonna do? It seems like more than our language in that the way we pronounce it, the way we learn it, the way how to speak it. It is better than. What are you gonna do? Okay, so now let's see the next one here. Okay, it is still the same thing. Okay, I'm going to do my homework. Example here. Okay, so this blah blah, you can put anything, the expression or the phrases you want. For example, like here, do homework. Homework. Okay, so I'm going to do homework. I'm going to do homework. So in the American way they speak, I'm gonna do homework. I'm gonna do. So here going to we replace the same thing. Gonna. Okay. I'm gonna do homework. I'm gonna do homework. Okay, I'm gonna do homework. So that is the way of using it, and then you can use as a native speaker. You can pronounce it as a native speaker. I'm going to do I'm going to do the homework, or I'm gonna do homework. All right. So the last sentence that I want to drink, that is in another way. We can, yes, when we pronounce it, our partner or when we make a conversation with other people, when you start say, I want to drink, it means that the people still understand and still catch the meaning what is your intended to. All right, so here, in the American way of speaking this sentence, they say, I wanna. So we change want to wanna. Okay, to wanna. Okay, I want to drink, I wanna drink. I want to drink, I wanna drink. That is, make you speak faster and faster, and then make your friend or your partner can understand. Wow, so now you are update your speaking of the language, especially in English. So in that American, They use it to connect word all together from one to another one. From one to another one, they just combine it all together. Example, like a word that they say water, okay, water, that is, you pronounce it clearly, water, a liquid, yeah, a liquid, water. But in the American way, they say water, water, water. Okay, so that is make sense, that is make sense, that the people can understand, and we still have many words to say as well. Okay, example like the word 50, they say 50, and then the Americans say 50, 40, 30, 20, and we can say another word like city, but in the American say city. Got it? City. We say city, the Americans say city. Community, community. And yet we still have a lot of words to say it that the American use in daily life, and then they can make a sentence with a conversation to another. Okay, so I have come up with some example for you here on my left hand, that here you will see it. So this is just a few example, just some part of the example that can make you feel understand of saying that word. Okay, so I would like to stress it once again. So here, when you say, okay, what do you do? So then the two letters that could be connected with together. Okay, what you. So letter T and letter D is combined all together. It's just one sentence. Okay, just one word. What you do. What you do. What you do. That is make more understand and then make your English speaking faster than before. All right. So another example. What are you going to do? That is, in the American they say, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? A lot, okay, a lot of kind sentence. What are you gonna do? Here I'm going to do homework, and then I'm gonna do homework. That is short, fast, but understandable. Okay, one more sentence. I want to drink. So you may say that I want to drink, but in the American say, I want to drink. Give me, give me. Give me, please give me. Okay, you want to say, please give me a glass of water. Okay, so the American say, please give me a water. Please give me a glass of water. That is, make you feel strength when you start practicing, and then you feel that you are improving right now. So when you start to speak English word one by one, and then your English speaking and your English language will be more improved. Okay, so now let's see the example here for you today on my left hand all together. So which word that you gonna say, or which word that you gonna pronounce it, okay, with the American sound, that another way we call the American slang, okay, or we call the informal speaking of the American language. Okay, so now let's see it here all together. Everyone, can you see it? This here? Okay, you cannot see it, right? Okay, so here, okay, here, just for an example, just briefly for you. All right, so now let's see here. In our language, they say, okay, in our learning skill or learning test, they want to let me, or let me tell you. But in the American say, they let me tell you. Okay, so this is the way how to cutting down, how to speak it faster than before. Okay, let me tell you. Let me sit down first. Let me sit first. Let me introduce first. Let me give you another example. Let me give you a drink. Let me give you a nice picture to see. Okay, you meaning yeah. You, yeah. Okay, you, yeah. That's it. Okay, they say one more, okay, bitter. That is, when the Americans say, they say bitter. Okay, bitter, bitter. Little, mean that little, little. Okay, 40 and 40. That's so many kinds of words. Example like this, the word 20, 20. 30, 30. 50, 50. Okay, 50. City, city. Community, community. Okay, so exhausted, exhausted. Okay, exhausted. All right, so this is the way that the American use all the time. So when you make a conversation with a native speaker, you can use that, okay, this way to cut down all the word that you say in English, okay, in a sentence, but still make sense that can make a native speaker still understand you what you want to say. All right, so this is just some part of language using that we call the how to speak English fast and understand. Okay, so this is just a little bit guideline for you that you can practice by yourself at home. Okay, so the more you practice, the more you're good at your speaking English. Okay, so I hope this lesson will help you. Okay, just some part, but not all. Just some part that improve your speaking, improve your pronunciation, and then also improve your understanding of the native speaker's say. All right, so that is enough for my presentation for today. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye.